Sorry. Uh, 我病了 suddenly feel like being on pneumonia or what. What cow? Uh, been coughing the whole day. And I just took some cough medicine just now. I think it's because of the flu that's been going around recently. I think it hit Caviar, one of the one of the one of my teammates. Was changed job already, working with the computer hardware, IT assets. I don't know why suddenly now I'm going public with this lah. But I just say first though. Walao. Been having all these violent coughs the whole day. Really way tahan, I tell you. Now I'm sitting here, it's already 11 something. I should be going to sleep honestly. But I cannot because I stupidly went to go and take two bars of Kit Kat, the mini Kit Kat lah. And I drank bottle of chocolate milk on top of that. Walao eh. The amount of chocolate I think is gonna keep me awake until about 1. But anyway, it's been kind of messy. The what do you call that? The IT asset management today was damn messy, and sometimes kena this one guy who Chin, who had 4 notebooks, and then apparently we already extended his loan to a certain date to tomorrow. But I got the directive have it to have it extended until just after New Year's Day. Sorry. Uh, then I caused too much hoo ha by not asking someone about it. Walao. I honestly regret not asking someone about it lah. He's the veteran in this field, and I go and ask someone else about it who doesn't have the full context of what's going on. Actually, not their fault also lah. Not their fault that they don't know what's going on because I had to show them everything, the context and all, and everyone's busy, with the systems and with what they have to do lah. Just to give a bit of context, I did I mention previously that I jumped from doing recruitment now to doing IT assets management. If I hadn't, then this is the update lah, or at least I'll put it here lah. So it's my first time doing this kind of role. It doesn't match up with the cybersec degree, that sadly lah. But sometimes in life, you're just going places, going everywhere. Uh, because what's really the job market out there is it's it's still supply and demand in the end, lor. Uh, of course, you can say, yeah, you should be aiming for what you want, but that's provided that the job is there in the job market, right? Unfortunately, searching here and there is it's going to take a lot. The more time going to be invested into the search, the more obviously the more energy and effort and commitment is going to come out. Is going to be taken from it, lor. Not taken from it, sorry. Put into It's going to be invested into it. It's direct. The amount of time invested is also Okay lah, simply put, uh, it's the amount of time and effort involved in the job search, in scoring it, everything. Uh, Life at this point is just messy lah. And to be frank, also, I got no mood to want to record every this and supposed to be recording music today. Uh, I still have to scrap that plan tonight. More importantly, I have to recover from this flu. That's why I was coughing violently earlier. Not violently lah, but I was coughing quite badly earlier on. And I had to cough out a lot of phlegm. But this is going to get very this is going to get very very graphic. I'm going to stop it there. Anyway, coming back, I think that sometimes you just need to learn how to take a break. And I've already learned it the hard way lah. These are just some of the updates that's been going on. Honestly, if I were given a chance to restart, I would restart from definitely restart a few years back. Maybe definitely before the pandemic hit. There's just a lot of regrets about this. Whether this remains a personal and private diary or not, I'm just gonna put it out there on my YouTube. And because I've been too introverted and too solitary for too long, and I never really communicate this to anyone because of the amount of thoughts and family things that are going on here. I haven't really made up my mind to go and do all this cleanup and everything. And just nice, right now, mom and dad are halfway in their trip in China. 张家界 over there, 张家界, yeah. They'll be back on Christmas itself, so I will have to learn how to live on my own. It's not that difficult, but it's just a little lonely, obviously. Mm. And it's a weird feeling lah. Can adapt, but it's not always a nice place to be in. But it is good for training some level of physical independence. Okay. mm, Autonomy, yes, that's the word. Some level of independence and autonomy, about getting ourselves to move, and because we're not made to just sit down and do nothing in one corner all the time, things like that. I scared this one gonna get very boring, but no choice lah. It's the nature of this uh personal blog, or this personal diary. Normally, I'm also not one to like to look in front of the camera and talk about all of this, but I have to lah. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. Now the next part is I've spoken to some of the other folks. Kiefer, not Kiefer, Randall, the younger brother. He started to help me a bit in collecting the Vietnamese scripts for from Gamigo. He's done the first 50 scripts so far, but because Gamigo and one of the other, uh, some of the other channels, we're starting from YouTube channels, obviously. Like we're starting from YouTube channels. They've had particular Gamigo and another one called Fat TV. I don't know why they go choose the name Fab lah. FAP TV. Maybe it's supposed to be pronounced Fab, PHAP lah. Uh, but they go spell FAP. Yeah. Anyway, Gamigo, GHINMIGO, Gamigo. Uh, sorry, actually Gamigo. Uh, and this Fab TV for a start, they both started around 2015. So they have quite a long way. So we're talking about 10 years of videos that I want to try and compile. And at the same time, what I'm very fascinated about is the Nom the Nom language, which was based on uh, ancient or classical Chinese, uh, used to used to record the sounds of Vietnamese before in the for very long, for almost a millennium, before the current system of Latin words, basically the phonetic component of Vietnamese, which is like which is like Hanyu Pinyin, the phonetic component of Chinese language. This what we see in the as Vietnamese language today is called Quoc Ngu, Quoc Quoc Ngu, and it's only the phonetic component, but you don't get to see the ideographic component or how it was written in classical Chinese. Uh, that I do find it fascinating, as it is as it's a heritage thing and not say very very common. Yeah, maybe I will try and show some writings or use Glyph Wiki to go and take a look at those stuff. But of course, I've been tapping into Glyph Wiki and using HTML and stuff to write out the programs. But because we're looking at 10 years of stuff here, I'm going to try and see if I can use Python programming to get those into place faster, or to write everything out faster. Something like algorithm lah. And yes, I could cheat a bit and use AI. Now maybe I'll just use the AI to generate out the program to create the thing faster. To create maybe the skeleton faster. But I still cannot avoid that there's uh, still cannot avoid the translation component to it lah. Mm. And sometimes you need to make sure that it's accurate and everything. But anyway, a big chunk of that translation component, I will go and look into it. For them, their part now is to just collect the scripts using uh down down sub lah. Uh, Maybe next time if I do a because now I'm recording from phone. Next round maybe I'll do screen recording or what. So using my Mac, using computer so that it's a little easier to understand where I'm coming from. Mm, and yeah, I got to start socializing to share to make myself a bit more known. And whether it's good news or not good news or bad news lah. Social media is starting to become a place where it's becoming a wasteland lah, for all sorts of brain rot content to appear there. Yeah, which essentially reminds me of this thing called the dead internet theory, DEAD, as far back as 2016. Basically, it's describing that the internet is no longer run by people, but it's can be run by just bots and AI engines, everything that's in the cyberspace itself lah. So I think that's coming true. That one cannot help. That one cannot really help it lah. Okay. Mm. But nevertheless, I still think this norm thing is a part of the obsession of the Vietnamese language. Whether it will manifest into something else is only time will tell lah. But this will be where I will conclude it for now. Yeah. Mm, music and other and family wise, mm, I would say relatively stable. Uh, Time's gonna run out soon. Uh, but of course, there's gonna be a lot of changes going down the line. Uh, right now, it's just the songwriting phase lah. Music wise, with Lightning and HDL. Christmas, Christmas coming soon, so we just do an original. Then we gotta learn and practice, or just record for Insta. Actually, I shouldn't be saying this all, but never mind, heck it. Since I already said it, but anyway, still got things down the line lah. Still got things down the line. It's not going to stagnate there. Uh, Moving forward, I still think that sometimes you just can't afford to stay in one place all the time. Sometimes I feel like I've been lagging years behind. My thoughts seem to be all over the place. But yeah, like what the world's a crazy place. Quote from this comedian named Kat Dennings. It's a crazy place. One moment the generation gaps, and the next you see lots of weird things start to pop over. Doesn't have to be in the US. Sometimes even here also. Uh, Hard power, soft power, what social media has done, what AI has changed, has disrupted a lot of things. But most important, don't lose your sanity in all of the constant change in the world. That's what matters. Yeah. Okay, I think that's about it for now. I gotta go and sleep soon. Tomorrow, I don't think it will be. There'll be some discussions to be made, obviously. But it's all work stuff. I'm not gonna reveal here. Uh, uh, I'm hoping you sleep. Gotta sleep soon. Uh, you do. I'm gonna do what I can to try to recover faster. Or at least within a good 10 days, or whatever's left of this week lah. Yeah, gotta really take care of myself. Starting to get pain in my left wrist. All this only by the grace of God am I actually still here. Otherwise, we've been dead and gone any minute. That's how scary it is. Yeah, tired. Can't be sitting in front of the computer also for too long and then expect to make any progress or anything productive out of it. I'll just stop it here. 20 minutes or so, I start to be very tired. But yeah, don't mind the earphones because I was just listening to some stuff earlier. Maybe I should be taking them off lah. Uh, anyway, see you all guys soon.